go up here by Fruita Reservoir number 1 and have a little discussion on faith and obedience. Maybe what we can do to grow our faith. How about childlike faith in Jesus? Anyways, I'm gonna get these air down. We'll get on the road.
Father, we thank you for all you've done. We're letting go. We're letting go. We lay down every burden. We know you will sustain. So we will praise you 'cause you're worthy.
Well, got myself into a little predicament. I'm able to wiggle around. Hopefully, I can get up on out of here. You can kind of see where the main road is. Once I get over there, I'll be all right. But backing up out of here, you can see I was kind of plowing a little bit. I was having a little bit of issues. But this is the area I wanted to come to. We'll go talk about Jesus. Then I'll worry about that. I know I'll be all right. Check this place out. This is up by the Fruita Reservoirs. It's pretty beautiful up here. So we'll go up here. Let's talk about Jesus. When it comes to faith and obedience, I was thinking of Noah and the ark. What would have happened if Noah wasn't obedient? What if he didn't have the faith of God? If he didn't have the faith of God, he wouldn't have built the ark. If he didn't build the ark, he wouldn't have survived. Well, I'm going to give you guys quite a few verses out of the book of Genesis. I'll start with chapter 6, verse 13 and 14. And God said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it within and without the pitch. Genesis chapter 7, verse 1 to 3. And the Lord said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. Verses 1 to 3. God's given instructions to Noah. I don't know if you guys can see the snowmobiles. Hopefully they're hearing a little bit. Help me get out. Genesis chapter 7 verse 4. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. God's letting Noah what's to come. Chapter 7, verse 5. And Noah did according unto all that the Lord commanded him. Genesis chapter 7, verse 10. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. I think a lot of people struggle with their faith, and when they finally see something come to pass and they just have that feeling that they just absolutely know that that was God and nothing else. That's what I really love about testimony, is just hearing people's stories, but it just shows, it builds your faith in Jesus, in God. I believe if a lot of people had a lot more of that childlike faith, they would be so more committed to Jesus. They would be so more committed to changing their hearts, turning from sin. I'm going to give you guys chapter 7, verses 16 all the way to 23. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as God has commanded him. And the Lord shut him in, and the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. And the waters prevailed and were increased greatly upon the earth. And the ark went upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth. And all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. And all the flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, all of that was in the dry land died. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven. And they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. I know when you think about that story, if Noah wouldn't have obeyed, he would have died. And I know every time that you're not obedient, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to die. It doesn't mean that at all. But obedience goes a long ways. How many of us get that call from Jesus to do something? How many of us are disobedient to God? It doesn't mean you're going to die, but it does mean that you're going to miss out on your blessing. That blessing could be your vehicle lasts another month. It could be that you're not getting fired. It could be that you get a job. Every time you're disobedient and you miss out on something that could have been a blessing, I believe so many of us need to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, are we being obedient? Are we having that childlike faith in Jesus? If you don't have that childlike faith, it's going to be so hard to really even know what you're being obedient for. I am in the middle of something which I'm extremely excited and scared all at the same time, because it goes against everything that I've grown up striving for. And hopefully soon it turns into a blessing, and we'll find out on that one. For some of y'all that are on the fence about believing in Jesus, I just want to take a minute and just, I can't explain in words how good he's been to me since I've started leaning into Jesus, since I've started praying. It's almost like your whole perspective on life does a 180. Your attitude changes. You become more happy. You're not as depressed. It's like some people can see that glow on you. Jesus is good, guys. When you're able to make your mortgage payment, thank God. Give him praise. Give God all the glory. You feel like it's a beautiful sunset? Tell God you're thankful. I am stuck right now, as you can tell. And I am thankful to be making this video right now. But more than anything, guys, I just want to, as well as this in this video, I just want to give you some encouragement to work on building that childlike faith. Imagine yourself when you were a little child thinking of Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. That kind of faith. Like you just deep down know he lives. He's coming back. And then I encourage you guys to work on your obedience. The blessings, they become more and more beautiful. They become bigger and bigger. But sometimes God's gonna ask you something that makes no sense. And it is the last thing on earth you would catch yourself doing. But I'll just encourage you to take a moment and just look deep and down in your heart and search your soul. But all that being said, I'm gonna work on getting out of here so I can get to a barbecue. God bless you guys. Back down to the bottom, gonna air up the tires. Should have enough battery left in there. It is insanely beautiful up here, guys. On the way down, those snowmobilers, one of them broke down. They were hooking up to each other, pulling down. I should have got a video, but right after that, there was a a Subaru. He was up here playing and he nosedived into the bank, and the guy in front of me, he ended up pulling him out. I should have got a video, but a lot of people can take those bad moments where they're stuck in the ditch or broke down, but being able to change your perspective on life and being grateful is such a beautiful thing. It makes life so much better. But, guys, be good. We'll catch you on the next one.